Okay, welcome back, guys. And in this videos, I'm going to show you how to connect your intelligent server, your projects from your workstations, and how to manage your application and your objects from your workstations environment only. And if you have not subscribed this channel, guys, please subscribe the channel and hit the like buttons. Okay, thank you. And let's continue with this exercise. So this is my virtual machine and I have installed the workstation and intelligence server on the same box. Even I have the web server on the same box also. So let me go to this workstation icon. This is the workstation icon. You can find out it on your desktop. If not, you can find out in your start window as well. So you just need to open this, run as administrator. It's going to be open. Yeah, it's taking a little bit. Let's wait till it's open. Okay, now it's loading. Actually, it's taking some time because I do have everything on this single box. I have intelligence server, workstation installed, and web server installed on this same box. So this is the web workstation console. You can see it. And from here, first you need to connect with your environment. Though I have everything on the single box, so if I just click on this double plus icon and just type this. Now, let me type like MicroStrategy tutorial, and here you need to enter your library name only. Let me show you what's the live from where you can get it. This URL only. Okay, this is the URL for your library. If I just open my browser, so it's you can see it here. The port for the library it's 8080, but it's a customizable. You can customize it, but as the by default it use the 8080 port. And if okay, so this is you just need to copy this URL till here. It's always your server name colon 8080 backslash then MicroStrategy library, and you just copy them, and whatever authentication you have, like the standard authentic, I do have only the standard authentication enabled. So I'm just getting this option and click on the continue. Though you have the options to log in log into this environment with your SMS mstrc file mstrc file. So if we will create this file and we will drag and drop this file also into this environment. Though you can just create this file and share with other workstation user as well. So if you have the multiple users, multiple administrator in your company, and you just need to generate this file and share with the same file with other administrators so that they can just get the same information into the file and they can connect with your environment without manual efforts. Okay, let's hit this click icon, continue, and it's asking me the password. The password, the default password always be the administrator, and password will be blank. I mean the user ID will be administrator and the password will be blank. Here all your project, all your application will be uh, display in this window. You can what application you want to select now. If I'm just going with this MicroStrategy, remember my selected application each time. I don't need to select this, so I'm selected. Now let's go inside this application. Okay, I can see only the MicroStrategy tutorial project into my workstation, though I have multiple project into my environment. But I can see if later you want to just select, you just you have to work with other application as well. So it's not necessary to disconnect and remove everything and then add your all other application into the workstation. You can just go click on environments and then come to MicroStrategy tutorial. Your environment, it's my environment name, it's not my application name, that's the environment name. And then update your application list. If I just selected all of them and go to into UC. Okay, so now I can see all the selected application inside my workstation. Okay, so this is how you can update the application later into your workstation as well. So okay, so now let's go how we can manage our environments. Okay, Let's go to this environment icons, and you just select this environment and go to here. And if you just want to change this environment name, you can change it also. Just go to edit environment uh, details, and you just put anything whatever name you just want. You can see it's the admin environment, admin env. I'm just typing the only admin environment name, and you can just hit the continue button. Okay, it's asking me the username. If you are using the different password and username, you can just set it and just click on connect. Okay, yeah, I need all these three. Now you can see it's the admin environment right now. Okay, and now let's go with how we can governing the settings. So here just go to properties. You can see its property. We will generate the .ms.trc file so that we can share this file with our other admin, and they can connect with their own workstation and get the same configuration into their own system from even from the workstation. Let's suppose your intelligence server, where the intelligence server is installed, and you don't have the enough memory to handle all the requests. Let's suppose you have there are 5,000 requests at the same time, so and your intelligence server is not capable to handle all the requests at the same times. So you can governing some policies from this workstation as well. You can do a lot of things. Let me show you first how to governing the settings. Okay, so just click on this environments icon, go to your environments, and right click and go to your properties. And your properties, you can see your governing setting. Okay, and click on governing settings. It's opening, and you can see it here how many maximum number of jobs can run concurrently. It's 10,000, and maximum number of user session. Let's suppose you have your intelligence server not able to have handle these 320 requests at the same time. So you can just make the changes like 160. And your ideal time, if you can also set the ideal time, and it will disconnect it automatically if user are not active at within this schedule time. Okay, so let's set this ideal time also. You can just select like 1000, and maximum number of jobs, let me, my intelligence server don't have such huge memory, is just 5,000. Okay, and now you have to just click OK. It's saying I need to restart. Okay, that's fine. User session ideal time. Yeah, that's fine. I will do it intelligence server later, restart later. Okay, and now if you just go to here and you see the governing setting, it's changed. And if you just want to share this same configuration file, so that each and every your administrator, they have their own desktop and they need to configure this setting into their workstation. But if you just want to share the same configuration file so that they get the same environment, what you have to do, you have to just generate this connection file. Just come here, go to properties. Okay, and okay, first let me go to the all setting. We will generate it just in a minute. Okay, and here you can see it. Go to this all setting. You can also see what we change. Yeah, just few minutes back. So you can see also the changes here. Just come to here, search, and if I'm just typing the session, you can see the session ideal time is 1000. If I just click type the jobs, you can see that I set these 5,000 jobs. Okay, so you can export this file, and let me just, it's just exporting now, and you can see it's a CSV file. And server settings, that fine, I do have generated. Okay, I'm just replacing this file. All right, so I've generated this file, and now you generated and they exported this file for my future reference, so that we can compare these settings later. Okay, and once generated the file, let's me generate this connection file. That's .ms trc file. Okay, admin environment, yeah, it's admin environment configuration, that's fine. I've generated it. Okay, it's now generated the file, and let me see if it's saved there or not. Yeah, you can see it's saved here. So that's the process how you can generate the configuration file for your other workstation environment, and how to governing few settings from here. Though you can set a lot of settings from this environment, this workstation, and then you can just generate the file and share this admin environment file. This is .mstrc file. You can share this file, and then if there are other administrator into your company, so they can just go to here, add new environment connection. They come to here and import this file, and they will get the exact uh, same configuration. So guys, you can also determine few more things from this workstation, like the application they are loading or not, what's the application loaded, what's the the user engagement with your application. A lot of things you can get from here. So let's go to here, and first let me show you how to modify the application list. Though I have already show you, but let me show you it again. uh, in this environment we have only these three applications. So let's suppose in your environment you have 100 plus or thousands applications. So it's really the cumbersome task to manage all the application and how to manage them. So that's how you can arrange your application. You can arrange by environment, by types. Okay, so there are a lot of things, uh, options here, so you can manage by them. You can even sort by name, by certified. If your application certified, you can with type environment. So there are a lot of options, so you can arrange all your application, and you can manage your application if even you have a lot of application into your environment. Okay, so let's just configure how to configure the caching for prompted reports. So first let me configure the caching for my prompted reports. Let's go to this tutorial project, and from here I'm just going to to the all settings, and into the all setting you will get uh, lots of options, and you need to just scroll up. But the best option is just come to here, search, and just type prompted. Yeah, it's here. You can see the enable caching for prompted reports and documents. So I'm just going to disable it. Okay, and hit on OK button. uh, let's suppose there is a scenario where you need to understand how your application being used by your user, who is uh, who is currently connected with your application, and a lot of things you have to know with your applications. Okay, so sometimes it's making the decision about the maintenance application. So you need to know how your application being utilized by mstr users, the level of user engagements, and so the workstation can help you in the effectiveness way, and it can provide the opportunity for improvements. Like, so for example, the application data can show you the number of dossier documents reports, like the application here you can see the dossier, then the documents and reports. You can see it here. So let me just go to, and let me see the data for this application mstr tutorial only, and just right click properties, go to properties and click on activity, and it's just fetching the details for me. And guys, how it's getting this information. It's because of the MicroStrategy platform analytics. I have already configured install and configure this platform analytics, and in this video, but I will show you from the scratch how you can configure, and you can see the data into the real time. Okay, so it's very useful when it comes with the monitoring your environment. So platform analytics, it's help you a lot. Okay, so now you can see it. We have number of dossier, we have number of dossier 9, number of reports 739, documents 180. We don't have any cards here. Number of cubes we have 20. Okay, Error rate, you can see also the error rate. 5 year, it have 25% error rate. Lot of information you can get from it. On Monday, see, it's giving you the options, days of the week trend. The Monday, it's 2.6 time it's executed 2.6 on. Then Thursday, today is the Thursday, so I have connected today. I am not connected in between, like a Tuesday or Wednesday, so it's not giving any data here. Okay guys, so that's how you can see the activity into your application. And let's move with another part. How to manage your reporting, how to share the reporting with other users. So let's just go to, first let me show you how to share the dossier, and how you can share this dossier with other user from the workstation only. And before sharing the dossier, let me talk about little bit what is the dossier actually. So the dossier is, this is a primary tool for the business analyst basically. So he or she can get the understanding, report on, and analyze the trends for your organization business data. Dossier, it also helps an excellent tool for administration, so you can, you can see the activity into your applications. Okay, so that's also give you the insight into your applications. Dossier designer, he or she can create an interactive data experience by adding the data sets, developing dossier, and yeah, sharing the dossier into your workstations. And you can share the dossier with your administrative team by downloading and distributing a dossier file, by sharing a link to the dossier, or by distributing dossier to other users through MSTR library. Okay, so there are a couple of options so that you can, by them you can share the dossier with other administrative or with anyone who's required. Okay, so you can specify even the individual user during the sharing, or you can specify the users group who will receive the dossier. Okay, you can also certify the dossier if there are, you need to certify the dossier from your workstation. You can do it also. You can see, if I'm just going, let me see my certified dossier, so to be on the top. So you can see it, we have only two certified dossier into my application, and this is the icon. If you are seeing this icon, that's mean it's certified. And you just hover over the cursor here, you can see who certified. Let me just hover over this cursor again. Okay, it's certified by the administrator. So let me show you how you can certify it from here only. So you just need to click on the dossier, and this window will be appear for you, and you can see all your dossier here. So you need to select the dossier which you need to certify. Just select those, that dossier, and you can right click, and here is the options to certify it. Okay, just need to right click and just certify the dossier. You can just certify and say, you can see, and at what time and what date is today is 8 5 5 of August 2020, and the time is 11:20, so you can see it's certified by now. Okay, and if you just want to see this dossier into the library, there is a options also. You can see the my dossier into my library. Just right click on the dossier and see there is options to view in library. Let me just right click on. Okay guys, it's throw out some error. It's saying it's not what it's saying. One or more data sets return an error. It's not published. Okay, that's fine. So I made some changes into my environment, so that's why it's getting error. Let's see how we can troubleshoot this error. So if I just go to here, let me come to here and click on dossier. Okay, so it's giving me the same error from my web console as well. So what we have to do, we have to republish this dossier again, this data set, so that it will become available for our application. To click on the republish button, and this will give you this republish data set, which data set you need to republish. And now you have to browse your data set, data file, data sets, and it's giving you the options. And okay, once you import this data set file and just hit the refresh button, it will republish these data sets again. And yeah, it will take a couple of seconds to republish it. So it's successfully refreshed and it's going to run. Okay, so now you can see we can see the data into my dossier. Let's just close it. So now we can see the dossier into our library as well. So this is my library console. You can see the dossier into the library, and it's giving me it's saying me that this dossier is not added into my library. I haven't added it yet. So if you just click on this kind of buildings button, you can see it. We can see only three, sorry, the two dossier which are added in previously, and no other dossier added into it. So let's just go back, and if I hit this add to library button, it will add my dossier into the library. And if I go back again, I should see three dossier into the library. Let me just refresh. Okay, so you can see it. I can see three dossier into my library. Okay, let's move into next exercise. So monitor the dossier activity as well from your workstation. Let me see how you can see it. Just right click properties, go to properties and click on activity. It will give you some insight what's the activity going on with this dossier. It's just fetching the details. It will take a couple of seconds. Okay, how many number of users connected? Right now I am connected. It's see connected number of users 1, and total execution is executed 5 times. Error rates the 100% error rate, because we were getting the error in just few minutes back. So I've just fixed that error and now it's fine. Okay, so it's giving you the it will display the dossier level activity also. And how you can see it, because I have configured the platform analytics, and I will show you how you can configure and you can monitor the real time monitoring to your environment. This is how you can monitor your application, as well as you can also monitor your services, your environment services, what service up, what service is down. So you can see, just you have to come. Let me just minimize it. So now you have to expand the administration tab and click on this topology icon, and it on the right pane you can see it's my this is my server name, and if you click on it, it will give you the service which are currently running. And you can see total number of 10 services are running. We have web server, telemetry manager, store, library, intelligence, collaboration server. They all are running and they are in the green. If there are some issue, you will not see the green, and rather you will get the red icon, red icon here. Okay, so you can easily understand, okay, that's the server which is down and which we need to fix up. And based on them, where you have reside the service, like the web service on the web server, so you just log into web server and bring up the services on from your web server. It's showing you I have selected this one node only buttons, but if you have the multiple web server, multiple intelligence server, okay, like in the clustering. So what you have to do, you can either you can see the services based on nodes, or you can even uh, display display the information of your services based on your services. So you just hit this services icon and you can just expand the collaboration. We have only one server. It will give you on which server, that's the server name, that's its IP address. Okay, so you can see, and what's the dependent others or other dependent service, you can see it, the library and the store. And let's see, for the intelligence we have only one server. It's also, it will give you on which server it's down. If you have the multiple servers, so you can easily expand the based on your based on your services, just expand the services, and you will get because from you will get easily, okay, that's the server which is currently down, and you can just easily understand and get the insight. So in this video we have covered a lot, and you have see how you can manage your environment with your workstation. It will be overwhelming, so I'm just stopping this video now, and uh, I will cover a lot of steps into the next videos. Thank you guys.